What's up, fellow gamers? Welcome back to Let's Play Seven Nights Flashpoint, self-imposed no primary weapons challenge. We are getting ourselves ready for Truck Job, which is to boost Taylor Stryzek from her own company at Matsumoto Global. Step 1 of Truck Job is simply basically corrupt all of her research. Step 2, at some other point in time, will be actually getting her outside of the farm itself. That will be coming later. For now, though, we've just simply got a primary mission to run. Decided to not run the optional mission here, 404 X-Spike, which gives us an extra turn to accomplish what we want. There is a chance it goes very poorly as a result, but that's the risk we're going to take. I don't need this stuff, and I can simply go for the mission itself. Alrighty, so we're going to be ready to go for the mission. Not going to buy any of the other leverages. I think I'm okay with that one. Our 4 mercs are ready to go. We've recently leveled up our Cyber Knight and our Scourge in the previous mission, and this should work pretty well overall, so let's go ahead and start. The truck is inbound, less than a minute. It will arrive at the start of next turn. So option A is raise the bridge over the highway. And at the start of turn 5, we'll lose that. So within 4 turns, by the end of turn 4, we have to hack the Matrix host, turn the bridge up, and have someone stand here. That's a, pretty frenetic pace. And if we can't get our people there, he can also probably do something to buy 1 extra turn. So we might have 5 turns if we need to. But we got to get the hack going. Alternatively, we can run all the way over here. And we got to get there by the end of turn 6. So we've got, like, basically an extra 2-turn window, but it's a lot farther. And then once it's been delivered, we can extract, which will be actually back here. Alrighty, so we've got guards, and we've got Corpo guards, right? Which means they're a little bit stronger than the guys we just fought. This is not unreasonable, don't get me wrong. We've got, these 3 guards here. There'll be more, right? We have no idea what's out back here. Worth noting, this map is cut in half. There isn't anything over here. We can't get to this host. There's nothing we can do. I don't think this does anything. I think this is literally... unreachable, so I don't think that matters. But yeah, like, this is blocked off, and then, of course, this bridge is down, right? But we have basically this large room and this large room to care about. Okay. And we want to get our hacker here, and we got to get our squad here, which means ideally we can ignore this side of the map entirely, right? We can use like Agent EX smokescreen, things like that, and have it look kind of decent. So I want to know what your patrol routes are, and they are running away from me. Now, I don't necessarily mind if you're running away from me, but it is a consideration here. You're just turning, and we know these guys are running backwards. Okay. Okay, so no more guard actions this turn. What's next for you guys? You're going to turn back, and you're going to run all the way back. So that's going to get tight relatively soon. Well, Tactical Surge. Briefly yield. Going to go ahead and line crawler this camera, because our hacker's going to run all the way over there. And we should go make as much progress as possible and kill these people, right? So you're not going to be in range for anything, unfortunately, on your turn. All you can really do is shoot. So basically, yeah, you can run here and shoot 3 times, and it'll have to be good enough. Now, the nice thing is you rolled a 15, and you rolled a 17, which is not too bad either, which means like this arc, roughly like this, is not going to get spotted. We just go for shots in this guy. That seems acceptable. Lots more guards, though. And here are the rest of the reinforcements. There is a guard bladesman. Much tankier. 400 base health. 75 DR. 1 armor protection point. These are all basic guards still. But, of course, we do have a guard captain. 420 or something. 410, something like that, base health. 83 DR, 3 protection points. And keep in mind, we have to get up to this bridge with all these guards in the way. So not the easiest. We'll kill what we can. I think none of the guards are looking at us just yet, but yeah, lot to deal with here, right? Well, shot 1. Okay. Shot 2. The one nice thing is, even though it is 4 tally per turn, escalation is 15, so incremental tally from things like cameras and whatnot are going to be a little bit less dangerous. I want to run very far forward because I really want to get a good Tox Cloud and at least a Venom Trap on someone decent, probably you actually. Yeah, so I think I want Tox Cloud to go this way because I need to walk this way myself. You would actually see... Yeah, the problem is also... Oh, shoot. I also wasted this entire turn. I probably wanted to use Shadow here. I probably wanted to use Shadow to get some decent extra gains. One thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start here. Because maybe, just maybe, I can do some kind of funny things. And, I mean, I'm not in Brainworm range or anything. Like, Tox Cloud, if it goes that way, that'll easily catch... If I aim it like this... It'll obviously hit these two. It'll hit those two, and it should hit this guy as well. That seems very decent. But you can't get any farther forward doing this. And so, is this actually the right amount of damage? Because I could go farther forward, right? And I could go up to here. That would give me Tox Cloud and Venom Trap and Biocoat. Or I could go like 1 square forward while ducking. That's probably the best option here. Because I want to get a surprise shot to have the guaranteed glancing hit. So let's Tox Cloud out like this. I think like that's fine. And to throw a Venom Trap down early. I think we'll Venom Trap you. Don't Revolver, that would be bad. And then we can Biocoat you. It's at least a guaranteed glance. So, of course, somebody reported gunfire. Now, you're taking 200 damage from poison this turn. And you're taking 75. I am confident I can get the rest of the damage here, but I didn't give myself a ton of room. I'm going to have you delay and let Anvil use up this entire turn. Okay, how good is your shot from here? Because right here, you're surprising still. Which means I get, like, even though I have these downsides, I get the glance hit guaranteed, which is probably superior. This probably kills him, right? Is he at 200? Yeah, he's below 200 now. Which means I can run to, like, here. And of course, I gotta see what these guys' patrol paths actually do. But I can essentially run to some level of cover. And then next turn, go for the hack. I think that is acceptable. Because I can't start the hack this turn anyway. Like, I can't get far enough after taking that shot. So I think standing here is enough. This hopefully blocks line of sight well enough. I know, like, these panels fully block line of sight, and so this actually ends up being a really, really strong piece of cover. I'm not sure if the chairs actually work very well. Okay, so I'm going to run to here. Again, you're already dead. We'll count all the numbers real quick. Yeah, that's 200, right? So you're dead. And if I put you here... Well, again, I might want to shoot while being surprising still. So let's go here first. And get my bonus hit chance and bonus crit damage. What's the 10% crit vuln from, actually? Oh, Tox Cloud is crit vuln. I forgot that. Okay. Let's see if we get lucky. Be crit. Nice. Alright, well that means that you're just dead, right? Yeah, you're at 23 health. Which means I can go extra far forward and then just duck. And that should be acceptable. I think I will also go for look ahead here. And I'm going to try to hit mostly these three. I can't get everyone else, so I'm going to go for these three. I'll aim it to the right, so that if guards move toward this wall, I can know when they're going to turn around. It's going to be something like this. Okay, you're running away, you're running toward, and you're running away. Okay, so these two matter, but this guy doesn't, at least for a bit. And of course, his guard captain matters, so you have to get past him. Saving 1 AP doesn't seem very needed. I could rewind red gold right now, but I might want to wait until she burns a brainworm. Although I might want him to use biocode on something. I'm not sure. I might want a Tox Cloud. I might not. Because like I could Tox Cloud like this way, get it off the map, and like come through here, get a little bit of free damage. But I think for now I can wait. I'm going to spend my 1 action point reloading. And again, these guys should all die safely, so it shouldn't be a problem. We did not catch him, unfortunately. Who caught those two? Well, they're down. He saw a corpse. That did not count. Okay, of note, at least in this instance, we did not get permanent tally from that corpse. It got pushed into the second turn, which is kind of cool. That's our truck. All right, don't know what you guys are doing yet, which is a little bit scary. Ooh, I'm actually really kind of in the open. If you run forward, well, you're a sword guy. There's no way you matter. And I'm willing to bet, based on your positioning, you're just going to turn back and forth in your turn. And, ooh, actually, 19 meters is kind of tight. 19 meters is a little bit close. I would be in line of sight here. So because, yeah, we know that you're going to walk this way. Ugh, I have to probably burn 1 action point getting back out of range here. This is a little scary. That's actually a little scary. I think I have to do this. Yeah, darn. Okay. Everyone else should be safe, though, so it's fine. I should have thought about that and ended my turn here instead of ending my turn there. I should have like measured some of the distances and realized, but this should be out of line of sight. I forget if guards have 18 or 20 meters of vision, but yeah, so you're just turning, which is what I thought. Now the nice thing is I can be really aggressive here, and as long as these guys die, as long as I stun you, I can just stand in the square and it's fine. And I have pretty much permanent stun uptime or close to it. It's only 2 turn duration, 3 turn cooldown, but we could probably wear him down. And then I'm out of vision range here. You saw a corpse as well. You're gonna turn toward me. Actually, it's fine. This guy's got a block line of sight, but he'll move, so it's not gonna last. You're going around. That's fine. Yeah, this is definitely a spot where I wish I had lure, because lure would get me a lot. But yeah, here's the one corpse they're all gonna find. Right, these are the only 2 guys we even killed. So they're gonna, like, you know, sit there reporting the corpse. Wait, that's weird. We're getting no escalation from the body. Oh, okay, that's a bug. I will report that. Okay. Order of events. Killed 2 guards with poison on the end of the turn. Enemy guards saw the corpse during the end of turn cleanup. Another guard walked in and saw the already spotted corpse. It now shows only 4 perma tally and 4 pending tally. Here, passive. Despite the fact that a corpse was spotted. That's a very odd one. That is quite unusual. Not sure how that happened, but they'll dig into it. It'll be fine. Of course, a reason to clean this corpse up. Maybe a reason to clean that corpse up in that it will send reinforcements this direction, and this is a spot we need to hold since we're, you know, on the host and this spot, and that's going to be in the middle of my team. So I might have to dissolve that at some point. In fact, I'm not going to have time for it. Once this guy moves, he's going to have line of sight. He's going to see this corpse as well. Oh well. Too late now. Okay, you're turning back that way. That's actually even better for us. That gives me a bit more time to deal with because... well, we still have to kill you, though, is the thing. Because you're going to be healthy enough that... yeah, we have to, like, find a way to kill you. Yeah. You're walking away, and you now see the corpse. Yeah, so now you see the corpse. So you're going to tell the AI about it. Now, of note, this guy just stands still, right? He's had his turn and nothing happened. So unless his first turn was stand still and his second turn is go do stuff, we've got some space. Okay, so we, of note, right? I've got to make it during turn 4, right? That's what it had said initially. I am 90% sure it was during turn 4, and I can like buy a turn, which means turn 4 I can tactical search, which means like, as long as I'm like around here, we can sprint and get on the spot. So I don't have to immediately rush for this. Obviously it matters, right? Obviously it's quite relevant, but I'm not in immediate pressure to make everything happen right away. Now, worth noting, this stun does not, if I use it, does not come back up till turn 5. So I probably have to save stutter for this guard captain. But it also means I can start going for frags. Now, you're going to turn and see my hacker next turn, which means I kind of want to spend turn 2 making this spot look good, turn 3 making this spot look good, and then turn 4 going up here instead of the guard captain. So turn 2 is play for these guys, because you're going to see the corpse and be annoyed, so I kind of need to kill you. And unfortunately, I did not go far enough to the side to actually get this shot, so I wish I'd been even better at planning, and instead of standing here, wish I'd stood there. That would have made my life a lot easier. But I was silly and didn't do that. Oh well, I only get 2 shots now. Well, I have 1 spare action point, by the way, so I really want to consider using Rewind appropriately. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to yield. I'm going to have red gold. Throw some Venom Traps down. Okay? He's going to run to here. I'm going to Venom Trap both these guys. And then with Rewind... And the reason is, you're too tanky to die to conventional firearms, and you're going to see my hacker. Can I get a bounce? That'll probably work okay. Which one? You. Darn. That's not the one I wanted. If I run here... I will clip your vision and then get out. You'll see me, and that's actually a problem, though. Because I don't think I kill you during this turn. There's, like, no way. If I do this, I'll clip your vision and get out also. Wait. Oh! Oh, shoot. Okay, that's a problem. I thought this was blocking line of sight, but it wasn't. I needed to be ducking for this to not be bad. Alright, that's a concern. Can I... Well, I mean, I can use up things like concussion grenades and smoke grenades and whatnot, so... We're going to have to rely on something else to get this last kill. That's my mistake. Alright. Venom Trap there. Okay. He's going to take 150. We are not getting 225 this turn. There's like no way. I'm going to yield back. I'm going to rewind my guy. And I'm going to need to run up and go for a topic stutter here. So I'm already in... Okay, I need to walk up a little bit to get in stutter range. That's fine. I think standing here is safe because he's just not going to see me. I think standing here is fine. We stun you because you're alerted. You're gonna... We need 130 damage on you. You're gonna almost die on your own, but not quite. Actually, yeah, you'll die on your own, actually. So you're dead. You're dead, we can ignore you. You're gonna turn around and see my hacker, so I do want to actually attack you. Wait, did I already rewind? I already rewinded, right? Yeah. Okay, so I need to save my last Venom Trap for the guard captain. And I'm going to Tox Cloud in this direction. Okay, this is acceptable. Right. The shot is on you. We can get this kill. I'm confident we can get this kill. Okay, you're going to go Tox Cloud this way. It's only really hitting these 2 guards, but that should work out fine. I'm going to aim it a little bit far to the right because I want to make sure that it goes far enough away that we can start walking up here. Get, like, around here on 3. I'm going to get, like, here on the end of turn 3, right? And then here on turn 4 is fine. So I think aiming it like this should be functional. I just want to clip these 2 guards so that they have lower health. And then we still want to knock this guy down. Ooh, actually, one concern is... Okay, you're at 13, though, so I'm not too worried about it. Yeah, you're... Actually, no, you're not walking forward. You are, though. You're walking forward on 15, which is not too bad. Okay, we can handle that. Good shot. And again, he's taking 150 from poison, so he's almost dead already. In fact, he's dead already. Okay, so these guys are gone. You're going to get poisoned a little bit, but not all the way. I'm going to walk you up here. I'm going to line crawler this. This means I'm now out of disabling talents. Again, I have no reason to shoot you. I have no reason to shoot you. And I don't want to aggro you. I think that's pure downside. Now, what I could try to do is use Shadow and drag everyone to a weird spot. Right, like I could try to make these guys run away. So, like, your vision cone is there, your vision cone is there. Your vision cone is in a really weird spot. Yeah, so I can't easily catch everyone, but I do have 2 charges. So, like, one thing I could try to do is, like, make these guys run somewhere else with Shadow and then keep them busy with that. Right? Like, if I throw it here, they will turn that way. The Tox Cloud will still move. Can I catch you as well? No. This seems like it's reasonably worthwhile. And then again, yeah, as long as I'm like in that pie, we're fine. And then, ooh, actually, am I gonna hit this pie as well? I mean, probably, right? Actually, it's almost certain. Right, if it goes around like this, goes through here. Yeah, that'll get caught. Yeah, let's send you guys out this way. And there. Now they're busy going that way. They won't move until Tox Cloud moves, so they'll still get poisoned, but they're not going to look at me anymore. At least not for a bit. That seems fine. Right, and again, you're dead. You're dead by the time his stun is over. Let's start hacking. Alright, let's see what we can do. 35 tally per escalation is rough. It's an... Oh, it's orange as well? Yikes. This will be a relatively hard Matrix host to hack. I'm actually glad I upgraded my stuff. Okay, well, hard shell, overclock. I'm tempted to not load Trap Ice. Actually, no, I know this is going to be an SPU node. I'm going to load Trap Ice, because I'll need it. Damage to connection and tally. I'm willing to tank connection health more than tally increases, considering how rough this is. 3 active ice. Yeah, so I'm just gonna 0 interrupt this. Let's see. Yikes, yeah. I'm gonna skip pay data for now because I'm under a lot of pressure to get stuff done. I would like to get this if I could, but it's looking a little unlikely. Little connection help there, sure. Yep. Loading my second program now. Here's Deception. Deception 1. And again, the primary things to drop, right, is like I can open this door, I can slow, right, I can slow the truck down, I can open the bridge, and then these cameras and laser gates just don't really matter here. But the cameras and laser gates are all part of this guy, not the green one. I think the green one's going to be around here. I think. I don't think it's there. I think this is pay data. CPU, I believe, is right here on this node, just because, like, this is a layout I've seen before. We're going to load Deception. Go here. I probably tank the connection health again. And go for the action points. Scan. Yep. We know it's the CPU. And realistically, I know all I have to do is scan once to or twice to spike the CPU. And this I can null up. So I'm going to go for this. Okay, spiked. And the funny thing is we still didn't reveal the actual alarm node, so we know it must be one of these three. And unfortunately, man, a lot of these nodes look really, really annoying to deal with. SPUs are tough. Rewind is already down, so I can't use that for anything. But it's probably here. And so I'll run through here. I will deal with this ice as best I can. It'll hopefully be okay. Hopefully it's not like a huge cavalcade of unload programs forever. But I should be able, during actual turn 3, to be able to get into here and slow stuff down. That should be fine. But again, we got pretty decent progress, right? We basically actually got through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 nodes. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to take the downloads here, probably. It's just too difficult without getting a bunch of investment in rewind and getting a second 0 interrupt back. Or I could have just not rewinded my Scourge, but whatever. Gonna lose some connection health next turn. It'll be okay. Oh, I forgot actually in the previous mission I'd bought leverage and never used it. But it needed, of course. Anyway, you're done for now. Toxic Slide runs forward. It will catch these two. You're dead. Again, you're stunned. You're taking damage. Yep, this guy did see a corpse. All right, pass through there at the start of turn 3. It's going to pass through like there at start of turn 4. If I got the timing wrong, by the way, and it's actually like end the game, start of turn 4, I'll be really sad, but it should be okay. So yeah, Atomic Stutter is down because I screwed up, which means we're going to have to like really make progress on this guy and probably use a Shock Mine on him, which I don't mind. You know, Shock Mines are not terribly expensive. Yeah, Line Crawlers didn't crawl. That's too bad. I mean, this one's too far away from anything. I think this one might be as well. Anyway, whatever. Let's let all the guards do their thing. You might run toward me. We are going to stand still. Do I care about where you're standing? Probably not. Like, we should be safe via what Lookahead's telling us. So I'm going to just say, go for it. Have fun, buddy. We have another shadow if absolutely needed. We have a smoke screen if needed. You're on a square patrol. Yep, you're investigating where shadow went. Okay, let's see how we can do. So we need all the stuff again, basically. Oh, shoot, I forgot with... Okay, I'll do... It's fine, though. Because I have Deception 1 loaded, Deception 2 is taking up too much space. So let's use up Deception 1 because I need the space. Now we can load scan. Okay, there are no traps here, which is helpful. Unload programs and damage Cyberduck and health. Now, the nice thing is I have some Cyberduck armor, so it's not going to be that bad. This shield will tank it. Have to kill you first. We take a little bit of damage here, right? And some damage to our health. Program loading still doesn't matter yet. That's what I'm looking for. Now, unfortunately, I have no idea what else is here. It's 2 traps, and they're both when you exit the node, which is not nearly so bad. Okay. So, remote controls are blocked. Yes. Okay, so device bridge. The second one doesn't matter at all. The third one buys me a turn. So, obviously, I need number 1. Great. And then, to be safe, I'm going to pop this thing to buy 1 more turn. Just make sure I'm not under a huge amount of pressure here. So I'm going to close this door as well. It will skip a turn when it hits that barrier. And then I do not need this. There's no way, so I'm not going to bother. I'll get rid of this ice. If you exit the node, hard disconnects hacker. Holy woly, yeah. That's a bad thing for you. If you exit restarts all ice is not terribly important. But let's just get rid of you because I just don't want to deal with that. Alright. So. I would like optional loot, please. So with these down, I think, So, options are heading south, opening this up, getting through here, or heading north first, and then heading south afterwards, and like basically kind of walking through this twice, right? Walking through like one of these nodes twice. So it kind of feels correct to go south first. I've got enough AP for now that even... Well, if this is plus AP cost and can't connect, plus AP means this costs 8. So I have 8 plus 2 is 10. And then another 5 plus 3 is another 8, is 18 to drop the other one, and then I have to walk back up. That's fine. That can't really go poorly for me. Oh yeah, plus AP cost. Program loading could be annoying. I'm just gonna... yeah, so the tough thing is I don't have enough tools to drop this cleanly. I have to go very far back to get program loading back up. I don't know if I'm... The other option is I could try to risk taking Active Ice down right here. But depending on what the traps are, it could be really bad for me. So I'm going to say, actually, let's be safe here. I'm going to load... I'm going to go all the way back here and load this up. Turns out... Yep, I cared about that. I could take one step forward here and then disable this on my next turn, but I don't know why I would bother doing that. I'll just load Trap Ice from down there and then head down. The other consideration is connection health. It's getting a little bit low. So I actually might... I think I'm not going to go to the bottom side here and just go for these 3 sets of downloads. And then when I load back in, I'll probably come in from the bottom and take this and then be done. I think this is too hard to get rid of. And so I'll just take these 3 downloads and then probably reconnect and take the 4th download. So I did a little bit of, you know, mistakes in sort of my actions here, but oh well. Yep, you're going to go investigate that point. Okay, so I've got some time. We are going to move on your next turn. And we know we haven't disabled you in really any way. Now, you've got a Venom Trap and a Biocoat that I probably want to use on the Captain. And so the question is, am I really how much am I allowed to actually do here? Can I kill this guy? I mean, everyone's up and everyone has pistols, which means we are going to get some pretty good damage here. I can have Talon go last and then Smokescreen to make sure we're all safe. I think, honestly, everyone shooting 3 times is going to look pretty decent here. Yeah, I think we go for it. I think we go for it and it'll be fine. I think I should have really considered going for a Biocoat. I can go a bit closer here because, let's see. Yeah, you're already spotted and you're already alert. I'm well outside of your vision range. I'm behind boxes here, so these guys aren't going to concern me. We see another guard. You're far away, though. It's fine. So, yeah, one thing I could choose to do is not poison this guy in a future turn and just simply... Okay. Let's see. I'm not in Venom Trap range anyway, so I guess all I can really do is spend 3 action points. And I'm not in a bad range or anything, so I'm going to reload. I'm going to shoot. And then I'm going to Biocoat with a bit higher accuracy. Okay, this makes it a little bit easier to kill him. Right, he's at 78 health. He doesn't know it yet. And so realistically, I can go to here. I'm still outside of your vision range cleanly. And with 3 AP, I get 2 shots here. Which, I mean, I'm very, very likely to land at least 1. There, and you're dead. So, yep, you've got 43 health left. And then to be extra safe, right, again, we know that you are stunned. We know you guys might actually turn toward us. So I'm going to smoke screen this. Is there a better place to smoke screen, actually? I'm trying to think. Well, you're at 9 and you're at 15. So far, everyone is going before you. And, well, your min roll is a 9, so, like, you could potentially go after him. And so he could spot you. even behind this box potentially. This is a fairly reasonable smokescreen spot. The only downside is I don't have it for the guard captain, who I will basically have to use a shock mine on, which is going to be, I think, exactly Red Gold has it. No, I think exactly the Cyber Knight has it. I think you're the only out of the shock mine, which is fine, right? Shock mines are quiet stuns. If somebody had like a stun baton, then it would also be fine, but I don't have that either. Yeah, I think smoke screening here is fine. Yeah, we should be okay. Poisoning another person. Cute. You're dead. 4 tally. Escalation is... Camera's back on. Yeah, that could be scary. We block you for a turn. So you would... Okay, so it is time to move. Right? It's time to move. You are suspicious, which means I do want to deal with you somehow. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to run all the way up here onto the spot. Here, to be extra safe, I'll do it this way. Okay, I'll run to here. That is clearly in shock mine range. I have Atomic Stutter in a turn afterwards. Run to here. I don't know why I went before the guards, but I wanted to. Shock mine you. You are clearly getting stunned. You are in fact stunned. And then I'm going to stand on the truck spot. Okay. I am here. I am here on turn 4. This will still be blocked for a full turn, so I'm essentially delaying mission victory by a turn by doing this. But I think for the rest, I should be willing to yield and see what these guards actually do, so I can react to their movements. But the reason I acted early was because he became suspicious, so I think he might have been tagged by the AI to go act. And so I wanted to make sure that wasn't going to happen to us. You're cleanly in smoke, so it's fine. Like, you're safe to hack. So I need trap destruction. That's fine. The escalation was get moved. If you use a program relocate, damage cyber deck is going to be fine. We still have cyber deck shield. Disarm, deception, sleaze. Take the download. Great. Unfortunately, you can never rescan on the CPU, so I can never know what's here. But I know there's only passive or trap ice, so... Ow. This is going to suck a lot, by the way. We're just going to get hit. Ow. We lose a lot of programs. No way around that one, right? Random relocation put me in there, and I... So, there is a way around it, which is, like, if you use hacking drugs, you can get drugs that, like, block the next action that an ice would do. And so in cases like this, to sell, it costs 7k. To buy it costs, like, 21k or 27k. And so it's like, I can spend 7k, aka not selling it, or I can spend 27k, aka not buying one, or buying one, rather. And that prevents me from losing a fraction of a turn here where, you know, I get pushed around a little bit. And I think in a, like, timed hack, that might be worthwhile, because actually losing 2 programs here is, like, pretty meaningful. But... Exit, download, okay. Man, really? This is gonna hurt. Okay, my cyber deck's now losing health. Sad. Oh, I'm so dumb. I already took the stuff. Okay, well, I don't have the AP left that I can keep playing this out. We know there's at most passives and traps here. This has already been triggered. Scan for the second one, and this is if you exit the node, steal AP. Take the download. I'm losing cyber deck health, which sucks. There's stuff down here that's going to be probably too hard to take care of, so I'm going to disarm you so that I can disconnect and just leave. The rough thing was, like, the last two that got me were escalations. It wasn't even... I mean, I get relocated once, but, like, I got relocated to really annoying spots. It seems to always relocate you to... It seems to very likely relocate you to the more aggressive nodes. But I'm unfortunately going to be down, like, 40k from cyberdeck damage just now. That really sucks. One thing that I don't have space for until I can upgrade my cyberdeck is if I have another 80 cyberdeck memory, I can hold decoy. Decoy volunteers to get unloaded first instead of unloading other programs, and it comes with like 2 to 5 armor and like 15 shield. But getting that program in would mean going back to all level 1 programs elsewhere, or waiting till I can buy a like level 4 or something cyberdeck, which costs like 1,000,000 credits. So that's not really realistic here, and so unfortunately I'm just going to lose money fairly often when the game gives me orange tier matrix hosts. It's kind of unfortunate. Yeah, you're still stunned. You should die to Venom Trap. I can delay here. Okay, yeah, your hunting randomly goes that way. And then you're stunned. And then you are patrolling up. You shouldn't see me yet. Yep, I was safe enough. And then I can't delay any further, so you're going to be a little bit scary to me. So the thing I'm going to do is just run really far up like this. Basically be behind some cover, because in case he runs this way, I'm going to be stuck in line of sight, right? So I'm going to run really far up like this instead. And be like, hey buddy, have a Venom Trap. Now my revolver is too loud, so I can't get any like special damage here, but I can at least slowly chip at you. Very, very slowly, for a tiny bit of damage every turn. Until I get Atomic Stutter, and that's going to make it a little bit easier for me. Alright, you're also hunting back that way, which is great. And that means we can just start dogpiling on this dude. So, let's go ahead and Shuriken Wave you. Minus 10 evasion means I get around 12% more, 13% more damage. Also, pure damage is going to do more than most of my other stuff could be. Strike once to get rid... Wow, I got a glancing hit, I'm pretty sure. Strike 2 with the battery. A little bit better. I'm pretty sure I glanced both times. Yeah, glancing hit at 66% and glancing hit at 75%. So I got, like, a little bit of damage, which is really unfortunate, considering I debuffed his evasion, and it still didn't matter. Oh, well. You're almost getting seen, though. Well, not quite, actually. This guy's turning away. Disable for remainder of turn, and it's looking down that way, so I want to get out of eyesight. No escalations. Alright, and then, yeah, normally the truck would move on this turn, and we would have, like, gotten mission success, but instead it got paused here. Let's put you... Yeah, I'm going to put you here, that way if he, like, comes down, I can shoot at him. Not that it's going to be likely here by any means. Also, Corpse Time is going to run out relatively soon, by the way. This is going to expire next turn, right? Like, there's plenty of guards that are going to cause tally. But keep in mind that at the start of turn 6, we get mission complete and get start leaving. I'm going to have you yield. So the question is, do I have the damage to kill you cleanly here? So you rolled a 20. So the thing is, I kind of want to Atomic Stutter you, because if we don't... Well, here, I'm going to delay. Well, here's the thing. Okay, I'm going to Atomic Stutter now. And the reason is, we're not going to get any escalations here. And this cuts his armor from 83 to 58, which makes our job a whole lot easier. The downside, though, well, I can have someone else do it. Okay, I'm going to have you run up and go for strikes here. I know I'm not on the mission objective. I've got to get someone else to do it. Strike 1 is a crit. Strike 2 probably kills. Yep. Now, that wouldn't have done as much damage if I hadn't have used Atomic Stutter. I used it as a damage amp, which, again, more than double my damage, which I think is fine. Okay, we can complete the mission. I have to end, like, this, you know, be here, right? No reason to burn anything. Yep, you're heading back my way. I've got to be a little bit careful about that. You're just patrolling normally. You shouldn't see anything special. You don't. Yeah, you're going in that square, I think. You're one of the hunters. I think it's time for another Tox Cloud. Right, there aren't a lot of guards left. At least not obviously. So here. Go be more miserable. And then... Is there a corpse to remove? See, you're in a spot that scares me. You're in a spot that kind of scares me. You're at 14, so it's fine. Yeah, these patrols could make life difficult. Alright, let's Venom Trap you so that you die. There. My life won't be difficult anymore. Great, you're dead, and I don't know what you're doing, but you're patrolling that way, so I don't care. I'm not going to risk running forward. Don't need to. You're done. And then, honestly, you can just chill where you are. Tox Cloud moves. Guard dies. Those guards take damage. 4 tally. And our Agent EX is right there, which should be fine. Virus delivered. Time to leave. Alright, so we can leave by running forward, or we can leave by running back. I choose to, you know, run back personally, but, you know, you do you. I could throw Shadow down to make sure these guys go the wrong way, but I'm pretty sure I already know most of your patrol paths. I actually can't even get you to turn around anyway, so... I'm going to go ahead and yield and see what these guards actually do on their turn. You're patrolling forward, no big deal. I'm not going to be in line of sight of you. Oh, you did see that new corpse, though. You're running away, which I knew about. And you don't have line of sight of me, so I'm just going to run. I expect to not get seen here. I think just running is totally fine here. This one's a bit more... I think I'll go ahead and pop this down. Yeah, I don't know what you're up to yet. I'm going to go ahead and delay. You see a corpse, but you're dying to poison, right? Yeah, you're dying to poison, so I don't care. I also don't care about any more bodies getting piled up. It shouldn't matter to me. But it's worth noting that I could have been one turn farther forward. Because, right, if I didn't decide to delay the truck... I could have simply been able to just get out. That would have been fine. No reason to trigger cameras unnecessarily, so we'll walk around this way. Oops! I forgot that camera was going to see me on the way out. I could have walked this way and then down. It would have been fine. That was a mistake. Oh well. It's 1 tally, and it could possibly send a guard my direction. We'll see. The guard is missing. Oh, there we go. And yeah, a fatality reported because he lived and saw a body. Security escalation is body timers, and they are sending the mecha infantry after me. They're sending both mecha infantry after me. Yep, they have mecha infantry on this map. Now, thankfully, guards that are woken up by the AI do not act on the turn they were woken up. So, yes, these guys are pretty scary. And this is why you really want to bring a hacker, so you can go complete it here. If you play full combat, you've got to get through all of these guards. And then all the way up here. And yeah, you can still, you know, get there by the end of turn 8, but you have to get through a lot more health to do so. And I don't want to. Okay, let's see if we can run right for the exit. That should be just fine. I can now run through cameras. Pending tally does not carry in when the mission ends, so you can just run through cameras and not worry about it at all. Thankfully managed to outwit the guards reasonably well. Did have to burn a shock mine because I screwed up and got spotted by that guard over here. If I had managed to play around that better, would have been able to save a consumable, but oh well. Sadly also took some cybernetic damage, which will cost me real money. Too bad, but it is what it is. We got the truck with the virus. Ah, she's gonna go to Rook Tech. We just guessed she's gonna go Rook, I guess. You'll hear from me when it's time. It's on pause for now. Cool, we leveled up again. We do get a lot more base XP for story missions, so this is a really good XP payment overall. Yeah, we only got 3 total Matrix downloads, so, you know, by choosing to go for this, I mean, we got... To be fair, this patient dossier is actually pretty valuable. This will end up being worth quite a bit of money, but, yeah, we strived for some extra downloads, and what ended up happening is we took some cybernetic damage, so, like, let's see, would this possibly be worth, you know, the deck damage, right? Let's see. Let's see what the repair code would cost. He's stressed because of all the ice, which makes sense. If we wanted to repair it, it would cost 29k. So 29k is not horrible. Of course, the stress matters, right? Like that's relevant. That's going to be some forced downtime. We can turn our... And then what do we get, right? We got patient dossiers too. Yeah, so this is going to be worth like closer to 30k when actually sold, because it's going to be part of a file set. File sets are like worth 1.5x. So, and then plus the other downloads, right? So like, yes, actually, despite having to repair the cyber deck, we did still make money on it, but it did require putting some stress on our hacker, which is a bit of a downside. And also this being an orange host means it's going to kind of do more of the same. And that stress is going to turn into something that's going to cost me 35k to heal, because it'll, you know, it's probably going to turn into some kind of negative malady that I'll have to go to a doctor to pay for and repair. So some negatives. Now what I could do is take a quick breather, hope he doesn't stress break in the next, you know, 2.5 days, or even kick him out of the detox right now and send my hacker to the detox, and like let the trainer like tick over and be done and do nothing, or nothing else I should say. And then as a result, like, yeah, so that's on pause. That's on pause. This is going to be coming up pretty soon. So yeah, the rest of this playthrough basically, at some point I'll run Carnivore. In fact, now that I've crested power level 3.54, this will be now a power level 9 Carnivore. If I wait until I'm power level like 4.1 or something, 4.2, it'll be PL10. And then we'll have hit like the end like cap of what enemies can be in this game right now. They haven't added anything above PL10. So I'm trying to think like, what is my path forward here? Right, we're gonna do some little bit of training, we're gonna do some base management, but I do want crafted weapons when it's time for Carnivore. I do want to make use of the trainer when I can. I also want my optional loot here from this Matrix host, of course. And the nice thing is, I can actually buy the, you know, I can buy Matrix Snoop, which means I can make it actually like effective and efficient and chill. It's not due for 9.5 days, which means I can easily, well, actually not easily. Detox bench costs 7 days. And I'm not sure I can upgrade this. Yeah, it's going to cost 8 days to upgrade, which means it's going to take 9 days 18 at least to get my guy through detox. Unless I kick him out, which I could do, right? Like, he's only got 20 stress. She's only got 10 stress. Kicking her out and putting my hacker in right now seems very reasonable to keep her from being at 80% stress. It means it means these guys are going to have to leave the trainer. That's fine. They got pretty good stuff already. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to cancel detox. I'm going to send my hacker into detox. Need to fix his stress break, because her going down from 10 doesn't matter at all. At some other point, I'll try to handle the cyber deck that I've got to repair, but I don't have that right now. And which means also these guys can leave the trainer, because there's no reason to have them in the trainer if we're not going to run any missions. Because I'm not going to run these missions without having a hacker available. So I'm going to have you guys leave. We're detoxing. We're moving time forward. There's nothing else to manage right now because we don't have the people we want for the missions. We can build our nanofab. That's going to be ready in 8 days. Costs us a fair bit of money. Our nanoscrubber is basically capped out, so I'm going to have to upgrade that pretty soon. It's going to cost me 157k, which is fine. I can afford that. But it also means that I cannot build a field ops center until that's done. Ah, yes. We owe Octane an obligation. Needs your team right now. Nope, obligations are free. So, if I promise you a favor, I always come through. You don't hesitate when it's time for obligations. So what are we doing? We've got a defector. Maddie Yang. She does some serious damage, and she's gone to the law. She's gone to Brave Star. So she's going to get extracted and get protection services. And that's going to be really soon, by the way. So unfortunately, I wish I had not kicked those guys out of the trainer, because this mission gives XP. This mission gives XP, and that XP would, of course, flow through the SimStream trainer. So I made a mistake in kicking them out because this mission showed up. I've got to run it right away. Thankfully, everything is due in 1 day or more. I think I'm going to run this mission as part of the recording. It's relatively quick, and I've got a lot of base management to do, and I don't want the next episode to be running Snitch Snuff Out and then a bunch of base management right at the very start, and then a next mission. So that's going to be the play here. Or we'll do the management like off camera after Snitch Snuff Out's done, basically. But of course, we've got a squad to run, right? Mission planning. I don't need to buy Hot Drop. I don't need to do any of this stuff. I don't care. He's missing some stuff. I think bringing the soldier in is worthwhile. Obviously, there's no reason. There's nothing to be a hacker for. I think our poison's going to be decent. I think we can have him. It's him or the gunslinger, really. But I think running Eustace here. Now, actually, the consideration is going to be stress, actually. So, how stressed is Sid? 50%. How stressed is the soldier? Only 30%. So here's what I'm between. If I run the soldier, I get to run coordinated charge and let my team run a whole lot faster. I can get +1 move point. I can get plus a bunch of move speed. It works really, really well. Considering we're trying to kill someone before they escape, time pressure is pretty valuable. Dealing with time pressure is important. That's all pretty good stuff. You can also make people more accurate with marker sights. We can bump some crit vulnerability. We can make it AoE. Minus evasion. Very good stuff. He can basically, with no gear, because we have no assault rifles, right? We can't use any assault rifles. He can do some really good buffs to make the team deal really good damage. He can also have Overwatch. That's one possibility. Other possibility, of course, using the Vanguard and, you know, using lure and whatever, and, you know, moving towards Glasswalker. You know, hey, there's something here. It's fine. The other option is to go with the Gunslinger and say, hey, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then spend 10 points here, or just about 8 points here, 9 points here, and max out fanning and get some really, really, really good damage. Shooting full auto revolvers, getting really, really good damage output overall. That's, of course, also not bad. That's completely functional. But it doesn't have any utility. And, of course, sending him back to the trainer, which I shouldn't have kicked him out. It's my fault. I screwed up here. But, you know, if I had not kicked him out of the trainer, I wouldn't have to take another stress roll here. But is what it is. I've got to do it anyway. So I think the crew is, in fact, going to be these 4. Obviously, we need to make sure we're actually holding gear. So let me equip my Cyberknight correctly. 18 meters for the quiet stun, I think is fine. We'll take the Dazzler. Of course, we can train him as well. So we're also going to do some training real quick. So, yeah, Cyberknight, Hacker, and Soldier are all going to be trainable. Let me move my gear off first, since you're not doing anything. Let's remove these. And say you are going to be my guy. You've got a revolver. You've got an upgraded pistol. You've got armor. You can keep your shock mine, and you can keep your smoke grenade. I've got very few charges, so I have to keep moving them around. Okay, let's go ahead and do the training. Let me also send people into the trainer while I'm thinking of it. So we're going to send Sid back in. It's a mistake, but it is what it is. Send to trainer, 50 stress. It should probably be 60 stress as a result. Send to trainer the Vanguard. 10 stress, should probably be 20 as a result. I guess we'll see. Yep, you failed the roll. You failed the roll as well. Not a big surprise. Their stress resists are pretty low. That's fine, though. All right, it's training time. So, Cyber Knight. Yeah, Atomic Stutter recharge rate. We can also start pushing Rewind early. And in a few turns, get the second charge. Second charge of Rewind is pretty good. 4-turn cooldown, also pretty good. I do want to grab this when I get the chance to, but it's just going to take a while to get all the points. And I think I would much rather have Atomic Stutter down to 2-turn cooldown. So there we go. Could grab this, don't have to, but it lets you waste even longer in not doing anything. You're done. You could grab recharge rate on Smokescreen down to 3 turns. I think it's pretty worthwhile, honestly. I think I want that. Otherwise, the Shuriken Wave buffs are, you know, move speed, damage, you know, meh, really. So, yeah, cast rate's not super important, but recharge rate is. So grab recharge rate on Smokescreen. I think I'll skip this point forever. I don't care about it. But Smokescreen's capped out, which is good. We'll eventually start moving in towards aim lock and extra automatic. Every 2 turns I can start the aim lock streak. It's going to work for 4 attacks. It's going to give me a ton of damage. 25% becomes eventually like 50 and 50%. And then extra automatic lets me say, just, hey, reload your current weapon. Let's go rock. Okay. Right. So these guys are trained. Let's go for the soldier. I will always want Iron Grip. I will always want Marker Sights. I'm going to skip Red Dot. It will make a target enemy rotate toward me and then move on the next action, so I can kind of draw people away and stay in cover. As long as you're ducking in cover, they're not going to see you. But realistically, I don't really care. It is coordinated charge time. I can now buff my team with 1 move point, 25 move speed, and 10 accuracy. Very good stuff. I can grab Overwatch, or I can start going into better Marker Sights. I'm going to grab 1 point Overwatch. It's very good. And then I am going to go for Marker Sight crit vulnerability. And then the next talent will be making it an AoE, which is actually quite nice. You are often running into groups of enemies. You can buff 2, sometimes 3 people occasionally. Okay, I think this is the squad for Snitch Snuff Out. I don't need Hot Drop, I don't think. Not for 40k. I don't have anything to manage on the base. I don't have anything that's important to sell because I have nothing to spend money on anyway. When this is done, my detox will have the cryogenic done, but I won't be able to afford getting detox level 3 because I don't have any money. I don't think I have enough to sell, but I can look, I guess, in the base management. We're de-stressing our hacker. I, again, generated 10 stress on my gunslinger I didn't need to do, but it is what it is. It is time for Snitch Snuff Out. We'll run it during this. For Mercs, here is the squad. And I think there's something else to say. I think this is just the team. So, yeah, I don't think there's anything else that I have to do here. So let's run it. Okay. There is some Brave Star here. And there is our target. We have to hit it twice before she even takes damage. Approving priority air traffic. So a hover transport. Big stretches of concrete. And open rooftops. Once they know, they'll go fast. I'll try to kill the same turn that we open up if possible. Okay, so worth noting. I believe this is the first time I've run this mission with fixed Brave Star scaling. So I've never run this mission with them being above power level 2. So I've always run it with them like basically having their scaling capped at PL1 and PL2. So Star Forwards have just basic, looks like Urban Assaults. It's not the normal model for my Urban Assaults. It's kind of cool. Maybe it's actually even better stuff. I don't know, but he's got an Urban Assault. He's got 400 base health and solid 40% damage reduction. We've also got SWAT. So these guys have regular assaults. Looks like similar health and similar armor overall. And of course, there's also, looks like actually these are also basic SWATs. No, there is a guard captain. There's a guard captain here who I believe has the same stat profile as everyone else. And then of course we have Maddie here, who's got this damage blocking shield. Thankfully, you know, civilians don't seem to scale, so she has her just 200 base health, 33 DR, not a huge problem. And also this thing, you know, ends in 3 turns, right? So there's a small bit of upside there. Now I do want to be cautious about where the patrol paths go. And I mean, very clearly this roof looks like a really good spot to shoot from. Seems pretty useful overall, so that feels like something I want to kind of make use of, right? So what I want to do is do my first buff, and then I want him to be able to buff again to throw down coordinated charge. And so I've got to do a couple of delays here. If I yield you, you'll go after Eustace. Which means if I yield you, you go after Eustace. And so Eustace can throw down coordinated charge, which is great. I get 2 initiative, I get 1 move point, I get some move speed. And the only guy who's going before my Cyber Knight is this guy, who I hope is far enough away to not raise major concerns, although, you know, there's a chance I screwed up here, and that was going to be a problem. So let's just get to the rooftop. And then let the guards all have their turn. The tough thing is we're kind of all cramped here, so I have to be a little bit inefficient in some of my movements. I mean, I feel like if I go here, is it safe? If you run forward, I'm not sure it's safe. I have to go farther. Which means, yeah, running all the way over here, and then I don't think these guys are going to be a problem. I think running to there is fine. That'll be behind the wall. So I could sheet up a little bit here and like hope these boxes are enough. Or I go even farther and really hope they're enough. Like if I go here. If I go there, I'm like really behind these boxes, right? And I don't want to throw a smoke screen because I want probably to shoot from pretty far away on most of these guys. So I think what I'll do is I'm going to walk to here. I think that's going to be far enough away that this guy can't see me. I think there's no way his patrol goes far enough. I'm 34 meters away. I think I'll be okay. Okay, you're heading that way anyway, so it's fine. I'm going to start by getting this far. Because I want to look ahead. This will catch all 3, so I know what they're doing. You're heading to the wall, you're doing nothing, and then you're actually not even looking towards me. Okay, so I don't have to be any more concerned here. No one else can really threaten me, so let's go ahead and like let them have their turn. You're patrolling closer, which can be a little bit concerning. Yep, you're just guarding. Might as well let them waste, right? There's no reason not to. The only downside is yep, you're just going against that wall. It's fine. So we have 2 options, right? Like, I can go down these steps over towards here. And, like, come down, go through this guy, and then, like, look for kind of shooting them in the back over there. Also, by the way, she just got a buff. Accuracy and a move point from the grunt captain, or the guard captain. Or we can try to fight from the rooftops here and have enough range to get these shots. Right? Both, I think, are viable options here. But for now, let the guards keep wasting away. Let them waste action points. Yeah, so they're all really grouped right there. And this also probably counts their being in quality cover at this point. So I think actually it's going to be pretty bad there as well. Okay, so the plan's going to be, let's knock these guards out, right? I should send my Cyber Knight last so that he can stun whoever's, you know, a concern. You also don't have to matter yet because you don't see anything. And I don't know if you're going to turn left or turn right on your next turn. I don't know which, like if you turn this way, I can ignore you entirely and you're going to see anything. If you turn this way, you're going to see my guys probably. I can yield behind a couple people. So realistically, how well would that work? Like, I think we can just stand here no matter what, and it's fine. And the thing is, I also don't have AoE marker sites right now, so I would be missing out on some tools. I'm trying to get up to the cover with 3 action points still. There we go, I can magnet over. So it tells me I have line of sight on all 3, and on them, and I'm in cover, and I'm not seen by him. Seems like a very effective move. We see one more guard over there. How's my accuracy? You're easy. You have small cover, and that's it. Of course, she's surprised. And worth noting that, like, basic pistol shots are worthwhile because they will allow me... Actually, you know what? If I use smoke screen, these guys can't do anything to me, right? You're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I smoke screen right here, I don't get stuffed at all. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna marker sights you. 15 crit chance, 15 hit chance. And then I'm gonna iron grip for... It's mostly for the recoil control, actually, to guarantee I don't miss anything. That's all it's going to do for me, by the way, because she has a shield, right? So, like, all I'm getting is just guaranteeing the hit chance. Because with the shield, she's not taking any damage. But she has very low health. And with the debuff there, I think we can get this kill no problem. So, shielded the first one. Right, my hit chance now is not amazing. Shield is gone. Okay. It's Red Gold's turn. Oh, you don't have line of sight. I thought the game said I did. That's not ideal. Okay, well. We have to go up here then. I will probably throw a Tox Cloud down and then just shoot. So Tox Cloud will, yeah, Tox Cloud will move and then reach next turn. This actually won't reach just yet, but with the moving, it should. So this feels very safe. And then I'm still surprising you. I don't have to hit tab, I can just click on her, but whatever. I'm still surprising you, so I get 25 accuracy. And 10 from high ground. And I get bio coat here. It's basically guaranteed to land. I get a nice shot. There's the guaranteed bio coat. Okay. And I'm 99% sure she's going to get Tox Clouded, so she's actually minus 125 right now. I can't yield any more on him. That should be okay. Alright. Well, the game is telling me that right now, with 4 action points, I have 2 shots here. The game is telling me I have line of sight. I only have line of sight on 3, I don't have 4. Okay, so the game unfortunately lied to me again. That's too bad. If I go here, you just straight up see me. Wait, what if I duck? Okay, if I duck, it's fine. I'm not sure if shooting would reveal me, though. I guess we'll find out. Duck to the spot. And then shot 1. Great. And then, I guess to just, like, not risk that it goes weird, we'll just shoot her now. It's a guarantee to land. She dies. That's mission complete. And by the way, she is not in line of sight. They can't see it. So the hilarious thing is they don't even know. And of course, our initiative rolls are pretty bad. So you gotta find some way around that. I think I'll save this ability for some other time. The tough thing is, though, initiative rolls. So you rolled well. And you rolled well. Neither of you actually matter. So I'm tempted to say, you know what? Actually, no, Eustace isn't going for a while, but I can buff his initiative, right? So what I think I want to do is do literally nothing. Just basically stand right here and end my turn. Because unless your patrol path runs all the way up these stairs, which I just don't see happening, like, you're not going to make it up the stairs. Like, you might actually move this way, but you're not going to make it up the stairs. Right? Like, if he actually burns 6 action points, he's going to get to, like, here. I don't care about that. Doesn't matter to me at all. And then my Cybonite can always bump Eustace's initiative to make sure he's going before everyone else. So we can run past these guards no problem at all. I can also try to throw a shadow at him. Yeah, I can shadow him away. Okay, this will work. Here, go run that way. Okay, now I know he's not going to catch me. Well, Toss Up would have hit them. Not that it matters. +2 tally. Yeah, I don't care. You're going to go investigate that. I'm going to have you... you're going far enough forward that I don't want to be really right there. Yeah, I'm going to put you behind this wall, I guess. Actually, it's showing me that I have, like, clean line of sight past that wall. It's, like, doesn't block line of sight at all, apparently. Well, I'll put you in the back of the evac, and then you can, like, come out and throw smoke if you need to for some reason. Should be fine. Alrighty, it's time to run away. And another thing is, it's turn 2, by the way. It's turn 2, and thanks to coordinated charge, delivering +1 move point and 25% move speed, we got all the way up, took our shot thanks to mostly tactical surge, and then get all the way back. I love coordinated charge. It is such a good ability. Martyr Sights also made it easier to win, of course. But you can just evac. We didn't even need the poison, it was just pistol shots, right? Now the one downside is I actually can't get all the way out here. I would have... Yeah, so unfortunately, I'm 1 AP shy. I have to buff his initiative, and then I don't have enough... I don't have quite... Ooh, maybe I do? That might just barely count. Probably not. It looks like it won't. But it'd be cool if it did. Yeah, not quite. That's too bad. I almost got out during turn 2. It is what it is. Well, it doesn't matter how much the guards scaled. They never saw us, and we never shot them. Yep. You can just always clear this. Fine. Fair enough. Ah, they're patrolling the rooftop. Yep. No one's here, guys. No one's here. No one's here, don't worry about it. And they're looking the wrong way. They actually don't know she's dead yet. That's so funny. It's full Hitman vibes, right? The corpse right behind him, but they don't know. Silent Assassin rating. I think this counts as Silent Assassin, by the way, right? Suit only, no, pistols. Alright, well, to be ultra safe, here's smoke. Sadly, I didn't quite get the turn 2 turn speed run. +2 tally, sure, yeah. Okay, he goes all the way down the stairs. So yeah, if we were to walk that way, right, he would be cutting us off. But we're out. We have silenced the defector. Look at us go. I always found that mission very fun. I really enjoy the, compact, the really compact missions that you can, pretty cleanly stealth. There we go. Grifter. He got some XP. Good job, Eustace. So yeah, now that we're level 10, it takes longer and longer to get levels. I think it's level 10. Yeah, going to level 11 takes 500 XP. So, 10 is, the first sort of what I would consider a soft cap in the game. You should really have a build that feels like it's coming online by level 10, because from there, it's 500 XP for 1 skill point for level 11 and 12 and 13 and 14. If you're like, if I just get to, level 14, my build's online, it's like, bro, level 10 costs 1500 XP, level 14 costs 3500 XP. Yes, XP per mission goes up, right? Early game missions are, 60 to 100, 60 XP if they're proc gen and 100 XP if they're story missions, but it's only going up to, 165, it's only, 60% more XP than the start. So, once you're level 10, gains go up 60%, but, the number of XP you need per skill point, balloons by, 5x or something. Not quite 5x, but, pretty close to that. Actually, I think it actually might be 5x. It actually is. In some cases, 10. Anyway, yeah. Success. We paid back our obligation. Our compatriot got stronger. And, yeah, we're going to start getting our nanoscrubber ready so that we can build our field ops center. We've got a raid lined up. Well, of course, we're still detoxing here. We'll let them finish detoxing. We'll leave these guys in the trainer. We'll do class training when it's time. So yeah, detox I could upgrade if I had the money, but I don't. I don't believe I have enough things that I could possibly sell. I'm willing to keep all this gear, willing to keep that gear. There's a couple small things I could sell. Like, yeah, this is probably sellable. Here's 10k. I actually like Nanostim Kit because it gives an action point and a move point, and so this is like, if I need a really, really strong combat turn, this is like the one thing I would probably bring. I'll sell that though. I don't think this is terribly important. But the mini clouds I think are fine to hold on to, and yeah. Our guy is stressed, but we're healing that. As I said, this is done, so we can start getting the Nano Scrubber ready for upgrading it for the Field Ops Center. I still also want to upgrade my barracks when I get a chance to. We've got a legwork coming up. I'll probably wait till everyone else is done with everything else. Once we're on in a lull of missions, I'll pop the legwork stuff. Hype limit break. Loyalty, strength. Will, I think, is pretty useless. I think it's just not very good overall. Loyalty, I think it's up to 80 or up to 90. I forget which one. The amount of hype you reset to after limit break is higher the higher your loyalty is. There's like breakpoints. I forget all the numbers again. I don't remember. It might be like 60, 80, and 90 or something, or 60, 70, and 90. I'm not sure. But strength is one of the two stats I actually want. Since I'm being reasonably melee heavy, this is a damage increase. So I will take the strength here. Because it's stats now. Okay, so that's one detox done. I could probably keep detoxing. I don't think there's anything else that's really going on. Once he's done detoxing, we can get the crew together for the rest of this with not a lot of downtime, but it's fine. I can send my face. I could also send the Scourge. I think getting him to 0 is very reasonable. He's not doing anything else. I'm busy everywhere else, so sure, have fun detoxing. Okay, reaction is great. Loyalty is nice, but I'm really far from loyalty 60. Between loyalty 0 and 50, there was no difference. It's 60 or nothing. Well, 60 or, going up to 80 or so. So it's a full 4 for it, and I have the best set upgrade possible, which is reaction, which is move speed, and sometimes initiative. We go reaction here. Still waiting, right? I'm going to say, let's go ahead and bump the Nano Scrubber. I could bump the Nano Scrubber, or I could bump the barracks, but I think for now it's Nano Scrubber. I will at some point be offered, by the way, a couple of new recruits. I'm surprised I haven't been offered one of them already, but there will be story-driven recruits coming in relatively soon, so I kind of want the barrack space, but I think for now it's okay. I think for now we can get the other buildings ready to go. So bump Nano Scrubber. And then when this is done, and this is still busy, I will probably upgrade the barracks. I don't have money for it yet, though. Influence limit break. She sells better items. Sure, okay. Grats. Ah, see? Well, Miriam is in a bad spot. She got caught up in a syndicate snatch scam. And so we can answer for Bender how she feels about it. We could offer her a new job below the level. Yeah, so the criminal syndicate that she's stuck with are the 7 dragons. And of course, her backstory is that this was kind of similar in Los Agales, and of course, I helped her out. 20k is chump change, of course. We could attack them, but she says no. I think we just drop the 20k, and it's... Actually, I want to delay because I need the 20k and the barrack space, and so I'm going to ask to delay this. But as soon as I like run any mission at all, we'll go for it. So we will have this discussion, right, in 11 days. We can choose to buy or out. And then we'll have the, like, standard 10 to 14 day window of, like, time to upgrade your barracks and run a mission and get money and whatever to make that happen. So this recording will be basically getting the detox done. And I can't upgrade the barracks yet, of course, but I can put in all the power wires and stuff to make the other building ready and essentially get ready for running the next slew of missions, which is going to be this scav raid, as well as this kill 3 captains mission. And of course, whatever missions we grab are going to be power level 9, right? We hit the breakpoint where enemies going to upgrade, so they'll have a little bit more stats. Not this one, but future missions will. So this is going to be our field ops center. Look at the timing. Looks like 12 hours from a detox is going to line up perfectly with putting in cryogenic first. That way, 12 hours ticks away. We get them in out of the detox, and we can throw somebody else into the detox, and then we can run the mission, and time will tick forward in a pretty reasonable way for us. This nanofab is going to be a little bit awkward timing-wise, but they're still in the trainer, and so I'm going to let this kind of waste 12 hours, and it's probably going to be okay. So he's got his hype limit break as well. Unfortunately, these are all really, really low value. We can make him more accurate with a shotgun that we literally can't use. We can lower discontent, which is nowhere near bad. We can lower stress, which is nowhere near bad. We could give him stress resistance and armor, which I'm not going to need ever. So really it's like, well, we'll just upgrade this trait because we can upgrade the trait, I guess. But it's really not anything special. So you're done detoxing. Congratulations. Let me check something real quick, actually, because I've written down what a bench in the nanofab costs. Benches cost 75, but it's chrome, so it's times 1.5, so it's going to cost me more than 100k. So I actually can't build a crafting bench yet until I run a mission, so there's no point in being special about the timer here. All right, it is basically time to run a bunch of missions now. So let's get the squad ready. We're going to buy the Matrix Snoop, because of course we are. We're going to kick you back out and put you back in. Obviously, we gotta get your loot, your gear back. There's the revolver. There's the pistol. There's the armor. And then again, we'll go shock plus smoke. Okay. Let's handle training then while we're here. Our Scourge, Agent, EX, and Hacker all have XP to, spend, right? Level 10 is kind of, again, the sort of like first what I would consider sort of soft cap in terms of you're kind of done doing significant scaling from this point onwards. So I can get Brainworm range, and then at level 11 I can get charge. At level 12 I can get cooldown. I can get a little bit of range and cooldown right now. That's functional, I think. I can say, hey, I've been waiting long enough. Let's go ahead and make Dissolve better. Let's drop the cooldown. Let's bump the range. I think it's pretty worthwhile. I don't think I need any more in Venom Trap. I don't really need any more in Biocoat. I think it's just harder to use. I usually just leave this as a 1-point wonder. I think having Brainworm at all is enough, although the range is kind of good. I think recharge rate on Dissolve is very worthwhile. Well, here's the funny thing, right? So I'm usually using 3 Dissolves via using 1 or 2 and then rewinding, and that's getting me the 3rd. And then often, like, by turn 7, which is the normal recharge rate, right? Use it on 1, then use it again on 7. I don't find that's, like, all that important, right? It's, like, not that big of a deal on 7. But if I do go this way, I unlock the max charge, which means at level 12 I can get a 3rd Dissolve. And it's like, yeah, use on turn 1, use on turn 2, use on turn 3, and then, like, I don't know, using on turn 6... because we've kept quiet so long that it, like, actually lines up. There's a world where this actually makes sense. I don't need both range increases by any means, and I do want the 3rd charge, so realistically, like, going this way is all that can happen. The other consideration is taking the Brainworm upgrades. 15 meters is not horrible. 25 is, like, way more usable, don't get me wrong, but 15 meters is not horrible. As an Overwatch breaker, this is shorter than Overwatch range, so you gotta be a little bit careful about that one, but... I think leaving Brainworm at 1-pointer, because I'm not playing in combat that much. Actually, here's the thing. Carnivore's coming up, and Carnivore has a really good reason for you to learn Brainworm. Recharge rate won't matter almost at all, but the range has a good chance that it will matter. The extra charge will also matter. So, yeah, basically, option A is at level 11, 2 charges of Brainworm. And that, like, lets me really bypass some really annoying combat rounds. So I can just full hack the enemy team and say you're doing nothing for 2 turns. That's really effective. That's really, really effective combat. The alternative is, like, by level 12, I can dissolve a 3rd corpse. I'm pretty sure going for Brainworm is better here. I'm pretty sure I take the range, and then I get to take a 2nd charge of Brainworm on level 11. I think that's better, outright. I think that makes more sense. Okay, the Agent EX gets his final 2-point level. From now on, it's going to take 500 XP per talent point. That's going to take a long time, so let's be smart. What are our, like, last upgrades, essentially? We've already capped out Shadow's, like, cast range. It's been decent. We could make Line Crawler bounce 50% more than it currently does, which is okay. I don't think White Noise is very important. I'm obviously really far from everything else. I could have Supremacy pop more often for the move speed and move point. I don't really care. Obviously, with full investment, I get 25 move speed and 15 accuracy. It's not bad, but, you know, whatever. Shuriken Wave cooldown does not matter at all. Shuriken Wave move speed and initiative does not matter at all. Smokescreen radius, I don't think is going to be terribly important. This can matter, right? Throwing a smokescreen down 50 meters forward means I can, like, completely block the guards and keep them from seeing anything instead of putting it on myself. Like, there is a, like, functional difference in the usability of the skill. But I'd rather, I think, put my points elsewhere. Premise, what else do I have points on? Like, what can I realistically learn that's going to matter and make an impact? I could multiclass him into some kind of, like, combat. Like, I can multiclass him into Cyber Sword. And that would give me ways of dealing more damage. That's, like, not unrealistic, to be honest. Signal Grift's range and duration don't matter. Again, I can make Shadow come down with more action points and more reliably. This only matters if people aren't in combat, but, again, this can happen. Man, like, none of these feel amazing. Like, I'm pretty happy with these talents already, so I don't really need much more. And everything else is, like, really far away. Like, hard to reach, so I'm not sure what I want to grab. I'm, like, really too far from aim block. I don't want to give up any of these talents. I like my 1 point in Shuriken Wave. I like my 1 point in Supremacy. I like my 1 point in Signal Grift. I'm happy with 3 points in Shadow. I don't really need more, I don't feel like. I mean, maybe I can try to spam it more. Right at 1 AP, I can start really spamming this ability and getting a lot more out of it, but maybe I should. Maybe I should really try to invest in Shadow and like segue guards a lot more often. I think that's actually not unrealistic. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to say that we're going to be really good at using Shadow, and I'm going to try to spam this a bit more often. Getting it down to 0 AP seems very worthwhile. I mean, 3-turn cooldown, 2 charges. I can Shadow constantly. And then my Hacker. Again, it's Cyberdeck's a little bit injured, which is too bad, but we have more tools that we can take. So if I want to go all the way down here, I can get 2 Scapegoat tokens, and that means I'm going to basically prevent 30 security tally from using null op on a CPU. That's fine. Minus 30 tally per hack is okay. If it's an aggressive host, that's a full escalation. If it's not an aggressive host, it's not. I can just simply go here and get +1 Cyberdeck armor and functionally +5 Matrix AP because I'm getting plus tech in each of these. That's a little silly, but it's honestly not that bad. Ripper Compression allows me to say, hey, I've got a turn where I have AP to spare but no IO. Can I fix that? The answer is yes, you can. And then I can just like take some of these like little small dinky travel nodes and just be like, here, +1 tech, +3 AP. Actually, what I'm probably going to do is Packet Loss 1, Ripper Compression 1. I've actually been feeling the like tension of not having enough disabling tools, and now that I've got like 0 interrupt and everything else here, like just hey, I'm level 9, and then at level 10 I'm gonna have 2 more points, and I don't want to spend them on because like again I could go here, and that's okay, I guess. I could go, you know, Packet Loss +1 charge, and like Ripper Compression is free. I could do 0 interrupt cooldown, which doesn't usually matter, but I could. Plus duration is actually pretty solid. I can go here and then take this on 11, and this is actually not bad. Or I can just take, you know, plus AP, you know, just go this way, which is fine. Pretty solid travel nodes, honestly. Of course, you're going to be in the detox, right? Right here's the core squad, which means you are going into the detox. Have fun, buddy. You did your job. You got a call sign. I'm proud of you. Not much else to say. I think, oh, I forgot. I need to color this guy's outfit. I keep forgetting to do so. Oh, also, here's Miriam, by the way. Here's our potential hacker. She's good at jamming security devices. She has very low stats because she was raised Corpo. But hey, she has plus Matrix AP. She's good at jamming devices. She gains 3% connection back every turn, which is pretty sweet. And she has a baseline 10 tech. Considering this guy only has 6, and that's with talent points, pretty sweet. So she would be a very good hacker. But we've got to make this guy actually fit the squad, so apologies for forgetting this, but you got to fit the color scheme, buddy. All right, good job. Much better. Much, much, much better. All right. Anyway, I think this will be the end of the recording because next thing up is going to be running Black Site Slang. Orange Beta Code's going to be a little bit tough to deal with, but it is what it is. We've got people in the trainer. Theoretically, this token's in 18 hours, and so we could be a little cheeky and like let that tick forward and then use the Matrix X token on this. I don't think it's really worth it. I don't think it's a big enough deal, but that would have been a possibility here. And as our Underworld Hope token gets filled, we can do legwork. So yeah, next episode's going to be Black Site Slang. We'll get what loot we can. We'll get some decent money. Should be good overall, and I'll see you there. Bye-bye.